Enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah, this is great.
I've been waiting.
This is great.
About 14 hours to do this. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Man, right
please,
under the wire.
Please, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Cake and pie and chocolate and sweets. That is what E-Rock likes to eat. All for himself, he ain't sharing a bit. That's why he has tits, he's a fat piece of shit.
Right.
No reason. It's been stuck in my head like everyone else's head.
Yeah, there's a constant rotation of 4 songs that are in my head. That's one of them.
Yeah, that's Zeps. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
the
a
O&A
good
jingle / sound contest. He's right up there, one of the leaders.
I had Gangnam Style stuck in my head, but not the whole song. Just that part.
Yeah.
Open Gangnam
Just
Style.
that.
Yeah.
Just that.
Gangnam Style.
Oh, my God.
Open Gangnam Style.
And that's a short loop.
Yeah. That's
I got
bad.
Mr. Rogers stuck in my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're watching around the house?
No,
Going
no.
old school?
No. I did watch the Jetsons and the Flintstones recently, though. Fucking Barney. Why would Barney be... Nah, whatever. I'm not going to do this stupid hack bit. I just realized.
What?
Fred's just a dick. Why would Barney hang out with him?
He's a dick.
No, I was watching the YouTube, and someone sent me a Mr. Rogers remix.
The old remix.
And then I tweeted, and then some asshole had to say, you realize that was on Reddit in February.
Right.
Well, it's new to me, idiot. Sorry.
It's just astounding. The internet is just a place to fucking just go and get angry.
But why is everyone on edge?
Yeah.
I tweet this like, wow, this is cool. This is new in my world. And actually, in general, people were like, into it. But one idiot. There's always an idiot. Reddit, February. So why didn't you? Then you should have, if you're a fan of what I'm doing, then maybe you should have fucking tweeted me this damn thing in February if you saw it on Reddit.
And you
I
know
don't know what to tell you.
Some things are going to slip through the cracks of your viewing.
Of
I
course.
mean, there's certain things because they want to consider themselves like, I'm on top of everything. You're fucking nut.
All right, then send me some of the shit.
Douchebags. Don't send me anything. It's all worthless shit. God. Hey, you got to see that. Check this out. Funny shit for your show. No, it's not.
9 out of 10, it isn't?
Oh, God, it's usually drivel.
Well, the Mr. Rogers remix we'll do into break. It's a nice little thing into break.
Oh.
It sounds like a real fucking song.
Well,
It's kind of creepy.
fucking you talking out for. Jesus.
Hey, man, at least we're on the Gangnam Style thing, man. See? Not everything falls through the cracks in this show.
Open Gangnam Style.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Gangnam Style.
I cannot fucking get up for a party at this hour.
Why? What's
Play
wrong?
this a little more. I woke up late.
What?
I woke up last night, and it's the middle of the night, and I wake up, and I can't get back to sleep because I fell asleep at like fucking 7:30 at night. And I fucking
You went to bed at 7:30?
bed. I miss my bed so bad.
Just go
Although
up
I miss
there.
my bed.
You still out?
No, it's freezing cold, and I don't fucking have TV up there. The only place there's heat and television is in my fucking downstairs.
So, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're 11 days in. No power.
It's 11 fucking days.
Got a
in.
generator, so you got some things
Yeah, I
working.
got that going.
Which
I got
is
that
nice.
going for me, which is nice, yeah.
I was talking to my sister yesterday, who lives relatively close to you, a couple towns over, and she's decided to be I'm going to collect all these supplies for Coney Island.
Oh, yeah?
She's going to drive to Coney Island with like a fucking truckload of shit to help the people.
Man,
She went on Facebook and like, hey, let's do this.
that's pretty decent.
It is pretty decent. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you related to me? No, it's kind of cool, actually. But she was telling me about the snow. How much snow in your yard? 8 to 9 inches?
Yeah.
And she's saying that now the problem is they can't plow the roads, or yesterday.
Yep.
because there's so much shit in the roads, like the plows don't know where to fucking go.
They can't drive a plow through the roads with the old furniture that's put out from destroyed houses, trees that are down, wires that are tangled in those down trees.
Because you got to zig and zag your way out of these roads. So she's like, they're not really plowing the side streets because they don't really know where to fucking plow. Because everything is hidden right now under snow.
No one knows. No one knows anything, by the way.
Really? Well, LIPA admitted a thing or two.
Did they?
Yeah, big article in the paper today.
I've had it with LIPA.
Well, something we've been saying for, I don't know, at least a week now. The government now saying antiquated utility failed. That's LIPA. Yeah. They're calling it antiquated as well. You know, we've been having the discussion like it's very expensive to get the power lines underground and all that, but the government itself saying, look, there's things that they could have and should have done way before the superstorm. So they're calling them antiquated. And then I guess LIPA admitted weeks before the storm that they were way behind as far as trimming the trees back.
Yep.
And you know what that's about?
Oh, yeah.
That's about saving some funds.
Save some of that cash. Why put them guys out there with overtime and cutting trees down when they could just have them doing other things? You know,
that's a big part
money.
of LIPA and these power companies. You get the trim... the tree trimming guys out there and make sure that you get the freaking big limbs off the lines, just in case a storm like Sandy hits. So it's a huge article, man. They're all pointing fingers at LIPA going, what the fuck? And then I heard there's some controversial move they're making. They wanted to, before they turn on the power on some of these areas, they want to check every single basement to make sure it's not like flooded because they don't want to electrocute people.
Yeah.
And then they finally said, look, that's going to take too much time, so we're going to just turn this shit on.
Just start turning it on.
So we're telling everyone you got to check your own basements.
It's up to the homeowner at this point.
Is that controversial or what?
Yeah. Well, they do have something in place. I think that you need a certified electrician to sign off on your house.
Right.
Before they tie your house into the power supply.
Right.
There are some people with powers on the pole right there near their house, but they're not allowed to get it because they need certification that their box isn't full of salt water and corroded wires and whatnot. Right. And there's not enough certified electricians around to do this.
Right.
And some of the people do need the boxes replaced because they've been destroyed by the water. It's just shit that you look at and think about and go, this is going to take forever.
So they realized it was going to take forever. So now they're saying, look, we got to turn this shit on.
Just turn this shit on.
So there's gonna be some shit going
Flip that fucking switch, you motherfuckers.
What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. There could be some fire.
I think someone's grandma's going to get electrocuted.
A little electrocution going on. And then there's people that have tied their panels into their generators.
Right.
But they haven't shut off the main breaker. So the power is going through their house, which is what it's supposed to do, but it's also going out the way the power is supposed to come in.
Oh, I see.
Because if you leave your main open, that circuit's open, and now the power is going out because you're feeding your panel. And so workers are under threat of being electrocuted.
Well, how do they make
when they turn the power on, now you're going to have power coming in and power going out, so now power is going to feed into these generators. It's just...
But how are the workers going to be safe? They got to ask?
Well, they got to test all the lines before they... That's why they go around and they tap the fucking lines and shit with those poles, with the voltage meter poles, and see if they're live. It's amazing.
Is that what they do?
Yeah. You see them tapping around.
I didn't know that.
Poles, yeah.
I'm like, how do they know?
Even these idiots aren't going to just grab fucking live wires.
So if it's not live, nothing happens. What if it's live?
Then they got to figure out where it's coming from.
How do they know it's live, though?
It'll show up on a meter.
That shows them that there's electricity.
That there's electricity going through on the wire. Oh, man. It's insane. It's just insane.
And I've been leaning toward getting a house in the suburbs. I think I might wait. I might wait a little longer.
Well,
Fuck that shit.
Go to Jersey, not Long Island, man. Long Island's terrible with the power.
Well, it's terrible.
Long Island's crazy.
It's the commute that kills me going back and forth to Long Island.
Yeah.
I'm in full generator construction mode now. Full generator going in mode. This is no more bullshitting around. This fucking giant generator that powers my whole house for a long fucking time is absolutely going in.
The big giant tank?
The big giant
tank.
Going in? Everything. I've had it with LIPA and their fucking power failures every time the wind blows. It's insane.
11 days in.
Dude, I'm fucking just...
Are you cold?
No, I have heat.
Oh, you did say that.
I have heat.
So
and
why
hot
don't you
water.
go upstairs?
I don't have heat upstairs. What I have heat with
Can't you
is...
wire so you got some heat upstairs?
I can, but I don't want to be fucking air handlers and stuff, and fucking forced hot air blowers and shit. I have the radiant heat on my floors downstairs,
right?
So it heats that up, and it's not so much the heat because the heat does go upstairs. It's not cold upstairs, but I want I need a TV. I can't just sit there in the dark like a fucking mental patient.
Why aren't you making videos?
I don't know. I can't.
A video of how you're living would do really well. People would really,
crazy.
They really want to see that.
It's crazy.
You're just sleeping on a couch?
My Trex outside to top off the fucking generator.
Right.
My fucking, my just walking around and then looking outside.
Well,
just turning my head, looking at all the downed wires.
Why haven't you put your helicopter in the air?
It's been too windy. It's been too fucking windy. I've tried to take it up a couple of times, and it's like, it starts like blowing around. I'm like, I can't risk this.
Yeah, it's not a shitty one anymore. You've really invested a lot of money into that drone.
And it's not even like, if it was just, even a pretty good wind, I could get away with. But it's just gusting too much to really get good control of this thing in the air. So,
did you guys get 8 inches of snow?
It was It was at least 8 inches of snow.
There's not even a hint that it snowed in Manhattan.
Nothing.
It was on the ground when we came in yesterday morning, and man, they love snow removal.
They can just get
in
rid of
Manhattan.
it. Yeah, and the temperature's always a little higher, and the streets are a little warmer and things like that.
Yeah, the ground's
here in
not
the city.
that cold for it to stay around too long.
It's fucking crazy.
Isn't it going to be
there.
like 60 today?
Yeah.
So all the snow's going to melt?
I think 60 tomorrow or something. It's supposed to be in the 50s, though, today.
Yeah.
My whole life revolves around gasoline. It's gasoline. And this.
And hoping it doesn't do what?
No.
As long as you hear, you're good. You're good, right?
And it's constant.
Yeah.
It's just this constant drone. What I've done, I've taken the, those foam pool floats that you lay on in the pool?
Sure.
I've surrounded my generator with that. Like just built a circle around it with that to kind of absorb the sound. And my window that I run the extension cords through, I've put, because it's got to be open like a crack to get the extension cords through, I've just put all my outdoor furniture pillows and shoved it in the windows to kind of absorb the sound. It works pretty well. But it's.
And what are your neighbors doing? They got generators?
I open up the door and I hear.
Oh, really?
My whole neighborhood is annoying and noisy. Everyone's running a fucking generator now.
Sounds like it could be a nice little song, a little tune.
No, it's not a good tune. It's the fucking annoying, there's no electricity tune.
I don't even know how I would handle 11 days without power.
That's terrible.
With 2 little kids especially.
Thank God I'm just alone.
To add to the
God,
equation.
I'm alone. Thank God. And then Ange came over yesterday because she just needs to get the fuck out of her house because she was in one of those areas that were devastated.
Are they living in that house?
No, they're living with Keith's parents in like Keith's parents' house's basement because Keith's parents' house, their house is destroyed, like fucking destroyed. So they own another house that they rent.
The one on the canal?
Yeah,
that's gone.
Gone. Fucking destroyed.
What do you mean destroyed?
FEMA's like not even. They're considering whether they should even like rebuild it or just fucking.
Was it knocked down at all, or just so much water damage?
I assume so much water damage and pieces of it just taken off and thrown away. Ange came over yesterday and showed me pictures of her house. And they're apparently way ahead of the game. They've cut all the walls down halfway and they're drying the wood out and thrown every possession they own away. Just fucking thrown away.
Even the stuff upstairs, or you mean?
Upstairs is the kids' room, so they have that, but it's like their possessions, the important stuff, you know.
Right.
I mean, that shit just gone.
Wow.
I saw pictures of the water line on their fences and on their house. There's shit in their house that wasn't even in some of the rooms when they left. It just picked up, floated in their house, and the garage.
How much water in the house?
Like 4 feet of water. Wow. And, so they had to cut, like, above the 4-foot line around their house. So, yeah, Ange was over yesterday just like, it's... And she's talking about things that are happening in her neighborhood. Like, no one could really help each other. I think someone asked Keith, you think I could have a couple of gallons of gas for my generator? And Keith, I go, no. Like, that means I don't have the gas. Like, you can't even help your neighbors out.
Weird.
It's gotten to that point. And then there was another, I guess, I was just talking about somebody that was having some coffee place or whatever. I don't remember exactly where it was. But this woman was with her kids, and her house was devastated. And someone asked, how are you doing? And she just like a total stranger and just breaks down crying. And her kids are crying and stuff. She's like, yeah, everything is that. And then the guy just goes like, well, we're taking contributions for people in the neighborhood. Could you give?
Give them.
And she was so flustered, she actually pulled $5 out of her pocket and gave it to him. And then as she's walking out, she just goes in hysterics again, realizing what she did.
Right.
Like, why would this asshole even ask? Like, that's the fucking mindset of people out there. They're dumb.
God, we really need the Middle East, huh? You realize?
Oh, my God.
We need Alaska.
How dependent we are on that fucking fuel right now.
If that fuel gets cut off.
Oh, my God.
This is New York.
I'll say it again. You understand now why we put up with their bullshit in the Middle East.
I don't know
We have
why.
no choice.
It's amazing.
Because this is a little taste of how it would be.
Yeah. I don't know why Bloomberg and the powers that be on Long Island haven't gone with the gas odd even earlier than this. They really fucking dropped the ball.
Because he stinks.
He does stink.
We have had these gas lines for 11 days now.
And he finally went with the odd even.
They don't look like they're calming down. So we finally now, 11 days later, and after Jersey made an example and showed that it actually does work, he decided that now is the time to do it. I mean, by now we should be getting fucking gas. E-Rock, sir?
On Route 3, there's a whole bunch of gas stations when you come out of the Lincoln Tunnel, and there were no lines yesterday. You could get into the stations and pump gas
Odd
fine.
even, it works. It cuts half the fucking cars, at least, off the fucking line on a daily basis. Most of these people that are gassing up have enough gas for that next day. They just want to top their tanks off.
Right.
That's what's making these giant lines. So if you odd even it, you're cutting half the traffic down. Why did it take so fucking long for New York and Long Island to do this, knowing that it was working in Jersey, and these fucking lines have been the bane of people's existence in this state? These places.
He's terrible with anything that has to do with driving or getting around.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't
it.
understand the average person.
He does not understand
they
middle
live their
class
lives.
people driving, getting gas, going to work. Like even though he's a self-made guy, but fuck him.
Unbelievable.
Well, you know what he was into yesterday, right?
Probably a man's hiney.
He's banning donations to the homeless.
Yes, we heard about that too.
Where is it again?
Banning donations. Do not deliver food to the homeless.
Haven't we talked about this in the past? I feel like we've done this before. Because we've made the jokes, which are not even jokes, it's real. You see the homeless digging in garbage fucking cans every day.
Right.
And eating half-eaten burgers. And sometimes the one that really gets me, like a homeless guy grabbing a half-eaten burger out of the trash doesn't bother me as much as when they find someone's half-eaten Chinese food and they'll dig in.
That's a coup right there.
But they'll dig in. That for some reason, that's the one that gets me.
Homeless for?
So we know that homeless they do this. They'll eat anything out of the garbage. And this idiot is banning giving food to the homeless because they can't monitor the salt or
The
trans fat
sodium or
content.
trans fat. These motherfuckers are starving. They don't give a shit.
Was that because there was lawsuits, though? Like a few bums filed lawsuits because they said the food that they got made them sick or whatever. So to save the city from lawsuits, they stopped it. Is that why they stopped it? I heard it had something to do with lawsuits. Maybe I should say lawsuits again.
You can't defend yourself against bums, though?
No, but it's just the cost of rising litigation. It's
You
like,
have those guys killed.
yeah, that would be
The guy's lawyer comes in with one of those sticks with a bag on tied to it. Well, let me get my brief, like an old school hobo with that hat. Well, Your Honor.
yeah.
You're gonna allow the homeless to influence your policy?
Yeah.
You fucking take those guys out.
Yeah, my Esquire, Dewey Stinkum in hell.
I don't know what happened, man. You know, he got hit by another homeless guy with a brick. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a shame because he was fucking suing the city. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's just amazing to me.
Yeah, he's not good in a crisis situation either.
No, and he
He's
wanted to be Giuliani too, so badly.
God. The way this is just going on and on with really no recourse, no solution, no real light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, it's when Katrina happened. and it started getting out that people weren't being taken care of, and I don't mean coddled, taken care of. I mean the basics that the government is supposed to do. Because a lot of people get on me about this and like, hey, there's your government, dude. See what happens when you don't. No, the government is there to do certain jobs. That's why you pay your taxes.
Right.
They're not there to coddle the healthy and working fucking people that could actually work and do things. That I don't agree with. When there's a disaster, that's when your tax dollars are supposed to swing into play and fucking clean up the mess and keep the fucking motor running. It's been awful on Staten Island, Jersey, and Long Island, and these motherfuckers aren't mentioning it. No one's bringing it into the public eye. No celebrity fucking bullshit. It's just, it's happening. It's terrible, and no one's fucking doing anything about it.
This one was really bad.
Really bad.
I don't know if the rest of the country fully understands yet, but really bad. And you need a leader. You need someone like Bloomberg going, look, this was a motherfucker of a storm. But that's when leaders lead.
Get it and start racking some fucking head.
Like he does these...
not giving it.
He does these updates and these press conferences with that wacky signing lady, which I can't get enough of.
Right, enough of her.
She's so dramatic with her signing. But he's like a robot. He just blah, blah, blah,
Yep.
blah. Like he doesn't have that. You know how Reagan would talk to the people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You need a
Slip
communicator.
the surely bonds of earth and touch the face of God.
Right.
Will.
You need a communicator in times like this. Someone that could really just get on TV and go, look, this is a motherfucker, but we're going to get through this.
Here's
He's
a
not
problem.
And this
Giuliani.
is what we're doing.
No.
And he wanted to be.
He's Julie Andrews.
How long have you been sitting on it?
5 minutes.
That's a good one.
That's too good.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, he blew it with the marathon. We all know it.
Yeah.
To think that the marathon should have, went on anyway is ridiculous.
That's an indicator.
All you need to know.
It's an indicator of what type of person he is, the total lack of any connection with the people. He's a fucking idiot when it comes to that shit.
He's a rich fucking elitist twat. He really is. And I think he means well, and I think he thinks he's doing the right thing, but he literally cares more about potted plants in the city. And I wanted to look festive like San Francisco and have bike lanes.
Yes.
He doesn't have a clue how the average person lives.
No, he doesn't.
Not even a clue. That's his problem. You know how we beat up companies because they never give you a break? And it's very rare when one does?
No.
Time Warner
Oh, yeah.
gets the big thumbs up today.
Well, I think Cablevision is doing it and Verizon.
Why?
I'm just not used to this.
I'm surprised Time Warner's doing it.
Basically, Time Warner, when you don't have cable, as a customer, you have to call them and go, look, I didn't have fucking cable for 2 or 3 days because of this ice storm or whatever, right? They're not, you don't have to call them. They're just going to credit everybody.
That's fair.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because we beat up all these companies because it never works out in your favor. This one is doing the right thing, Time Warner. Normally, you have to call to request credit for the days you didn't have service, but now credits will appear automatically on cable bills, the company said yesterday. That's huge. That's a company doing the right thing finally.
Do the right
'Cause it never works in your favor. Or most of the time it doesn't, right? There was
No,
something
it
else I
usually
wanted to
doesn't.
say. The fucking homeless food, LIPA. There was something else in there. It'll pop into my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
My stupid brain.
My neighborhood's still like it's everything is still there. That's what gets me. If I saw one thing that was progress being made, I'd be like, well, okay, at least something. Every single scrap of wood that fell off a pole or trees, every single wire that was down, that was wrapped and tangled in those down trees, still there, exactly like it was, covered in snow now, by the way.
What I don't understand is, I had a long talk with my sister, like I said a little while ago, and she's only a couple towns over from you, and, let's be honest, she doesn't live in the nice neighborhood like you do.
Well.
And she said, I go, so what's the deal? Because I haven't been able to get out there. Because, I got a new fucking born and all that. And she said all the trees are taken away in her neighborhood. She said there were trees down everywhere, but now they've all been taken away.
Why is that? Like, what do you think it is that makes his neighborhood slower?
I have no idea. That's what I'm wondering.
But did they have a lot of wires down in those trees? That's the biggest issue.
They didn't lose power as long as you did.
What I heard was the big issue with the down trees and the wires, it's the chicken and egg thing here, The trees are down on the wires. So they can't put up the wires, but they can't take the trees away and start cutting because there's wires in them. So everybody's going, what the fuck do we do? They need wire and tree crews there at the same time, which is impossible to get.
And I think they're trying to get more populated areas up and running, right?
Well, yeah, they want the big numbers so they look good first. Is what and that happens with every storm.
That's against you a little bit too.
Yeah.
11 days without power is fucking disgusting, especially when you pay the highest taxes in the country.
I can't even imagine that.
And then people are like, well, you fucking utility company, that has nothing to do with your taxes if the utility company doesn't get good. Yeah, but there's a basic infrastructure that I do pay for with taxes, and that has failed also. And that's what I'm talking about. Not the fact that, the power company isn't there on a pole and I think my taxes pay the power guy. No, I understand that. And for what we do pay in power bill, they should fucking be fixing everybody and feeding them fucking tea and crumpets as they do it.
Robert in Brooklyn saying Time Warner only offering this in devastated areas.
Oh,
Robert.
There you go.
Hello there.
Hey, real fast. Go.
Bobby.
How are you guys? I'm a long-time listener.
Wah, wah.
Caller. How you guys doing, man?
Oh, good.
I would love to get up there, man. My friend owns the Fonte's restaurant. He bought your food.
The what restaurant?
The Del Fonte's restaurant. Remember they brought food?
I think I did like that.
Was it good food? I don't
I don't
remember.
remember what they had.
Yeah, was it?
But start over with a little hello, boy.
Oh, the sandwich
This guy's
place.
about an annoying fuck.
It doesn't have
I have no patience
for
for
anyone.
these fucking callers.
As a friend, I suggest you get to it.
Yeah. Jesus.
This was supposed to be a
I had my
quick phone
headphones
call,
on.
in all
I'm
fairness.
sorry. I had my headphones on, and I was like...
Gives a shit! Fucking headphones
How
on!
you doing?
What are you doing here?
Happy birthday, little Jimmy.
Thank you, sir.
He's doing every single one. I swear.
Look, man, it's his only time he'll ever talk.
Who cares?
He's going to enjoy it.
Thank you, sir.
Get to the point, Robert.
The point is, I've
Bobby.
been listening to you guys from the NEW days when you...
Who gives a shit?
He's an old fan. He's a long-time fan.
He goes way back, yeah?
Goes way back.
Way back.
Every fucking one of these fucking
He
things.
goes back to the time when you were married.
Bobby.
I remember it.
I've been listening for... Do you realize how much I could give a fuck how long you've been listening, dude?
Bobby.
Bobby!
Spanish girl. You were almost married to that Spanish girl.
I was never married to
Spanish
the...
girl? No.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
that's- now you're pissing me off.
Yeah, you were.
I was never close to marrying that
let me get
fucking
to the point.
bitch.
Oh, you were close, right?
Anthony was.
Aunt knows. Can't wait to get the fucking, I'm not going to say their last name, out of my life. I said it years ago.
Well,
They're a
I'm
bunch
so
of whack
sorry that-
jobs.
I went through
That
it, so
Spanish
I'm
girl.
married.
Go
Wha-
fuck your mother.
What happened, sir?
Why did you call?
Yeah,
what
what happened?
did you tell the
I called
screener?
because- okay, I called because you did mention about
Babo.
Time Warner, but they're only giving credit to the devastation areas.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not giving it to everybody.
He's been on
So-
3 minutes, by the way, and that's what he wanted to say.
No, but it's a
right
good
there.
point, though. It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, God, no.
Bobby.
Have you really been listening since the beginning?
Shut it.
Since the NEW days?
Yeah, well, anyway, it was just my birthday on Halloween, so...
Oh, happy birthday.
Your birthday.
Who fucking cares?
Dress up like a cake with a bunch of candles. Bobby.
Babu!
And Anthony, I'm really sorry about your electricity.
I could give a fuck what you think.
He's sorry.
I hate you.
I love you, man.
He loves you.
He loves you, man.
Maybe we got
He
off
loves
on the
you.
I
wrong
love you
foot.
guys, man. You're the greatest.
Boys.
we are.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you enjoyed your time with us.
Bobby.
Bobby in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Bobby means well, but he takes a little while to get to it.
Holy shit. What a chatty douchebag.
He went through all of it.
Yeah, he likes a big build up to a conversation.
Yeah, to a nothing.
You didn't think that was a good point?
Oh, what a fucking dullard.
When does the sun rise, by the way, nowadays?
Every time I see you.
Aw. I see some sun coming down the hall there.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, it's getting a little blue out there.
Fuck.
Tomorrow
That
is
daylight savings time is the dumbest thing
Oh.
ever. Especially when you have kids and you realize you're stuck in the house starting at 3:30
Yeah.
in the afternoon when you could be outside. It's so dumb.
Oh, gosh. I'm so tired. But I'm up. This is nice. Hi, Anthony. Hi, it was so nice just being with you last night and sleeping together with you. I love... I got no power. I'm on the couch. Holy shit. Sucks.
You're on edge, huh?
Oh, God.
Is it a guarantee you're not going to get power over the weekend?
I would guarantee I don't have power.
So Monday will be, now we're talking 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 straight weeks without power.
Kenny finally got it.
And my brother, who's having Thanksgiving, got fucking power.
Oh, Island.
I'm very happy. Yeah.
What, you going out there for Thanksgiving for turkey?
For turkey.
What is that?
Where are you going for Thanksgiving? That's right around the corner now, you know.
Yeah.
Poor, again, Keith and Ange, they're poor, their kids, and little G is like, you know, where are we gonna have Thanksgiving? And she's like, well, probably, you know, over Uncle Anthony's house. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know, I'd love to. Obviously, they come over my house, regardless if I have power or not. They come over my house for Thanksgiving. But it's like, I have to wonder if by Thanksgiving I'm gonna have power. I wasn't even near the ocean, by the way. I wasn't near any. I'm equally as far from the ocean on the Sound on the North Shore as I am from the ocean on the South Shore. I'm in high ground.
You're in the middle.
I didn't have an inkling of any flooding or nothing, and I still have no power because of nothing but wind. Nothing but wind. Wow. It's just amazing to me that it's taking this long.
The other thing, it popped in my stupid brain.
Yo.
So what is the deal with the gas? I thought we were on our way.
Yeah, I thought so too.
So what's the deal? What's the holdup? Does anyone know?
What's the deal with this gas?
Well, didn't Cuomo say, look, help and relief is on the way. It's going to take a couple more days. But
He did, and I guess...
a couple more days has passed by now.
Oh, a couple of days is long past. 11 days and still having no gas. Anything
what's
can
the
be trucked in this country
why.
in
But
a
what's the
matter of a
problem?
couple of days.
I don't know.
What's the problem? Does anyone know?
No one knows. No one's saying. There should be a fucking investigation about this shit.
Wow, is it something they don't want to tell us?
It's craziness. How is New York City the
Right.
pinnacle of the free world without gasoline?
Why are there not, like you said the other day, why are there not just convoys of tanker trucks?
Tankers being escorted by fucking military and bringing it into an area that needs... Do you understand if we had some type of terrorist event on the heels of this, that people would be fucked because they don't even have gas enough to get the fuck away? Did you understand? It's a matter of national security to get the fucking gas flowing in New York.
It's amazing.
And no one's answering to this?
No, so we don't know?
No, not a clue.
Wow, that's a little strange.
Not a fucking clue.
That's really strange. Because Cuomo did say, look, relief's on the way. It's going to take a couple more days for it to trickle down into the actual gas stations.
Trickle down to gas stations.
Well,
you got to go above and beyond the refineries and pipelines that were cut off at the beginning of this storm. You have to go beyond depending on fixing those and pumping in gas, and get it from outside sources. Like I was saying, convoys of tanker trucks being escorted by the National fucking Guard to get through and get these gas stations filled, keep them filled, and keep people with tanks of gasoline. So it's a matter of national security.
But we don't know why.
A clue.
Does anyone know why?
Why this isn't happening? Odd even on day 11?
Well, this guy, obviously, which is, to your point, even if the tankers are coming from California, it takes 2 days.
I know. We know enough truckers. I've had enough shit shipped.
Yeah, we know.
When I buy something from Amazon, I go like, all right, next day. And you know what? It's there the next day from like Guam.
Listen to your pornography, in which case it's Thailand.
So what's the issue?
I have no idea.
But no one does.
It's crazy.
Bloomberg.
Well, instead of having convoys of tankers bringing gas into the city, I'm glad they're worried about the content of trans fats in homeless donations.
Yeah,
that really
that's the important thing.
He's such a cocksucker, this guy. He's a cocksucker.
People eat out of the garbage. How out of touch are you? They'll appreciate anything that isn't half-eaten.
How about a word at the national level, too? How about a
Yeah,
little
that would be
word
nice.
from the newly elected shithead about some federal funding, what's going on? This is a major catastrophe in the Northeast. And he takes one fucking visit to Jersey so he can do a photo op with Christie and fuck Romney a little bit, and then he just disappears?
No, he's overseas.
What?
It's Chinese in Asia.
He's in Asia.
Oh, his old fucking, his old haunts?
It's not working anymore.
Yeah.
You lost.
What?
You
Oh,
lost.
I know I did. Now I don't even talk about politics. It's just strictly race. That's what I do now.
It doesn't have the same oomph.
No, it doesn't.
I see people out there.
See people.
And they're still trying to fight the good fight. I'm
Don't
like, you know what,
bother.
just give it up. Unfortunately, it's time to give it up for
But
a
even
couple, for a
stupid Ed
couple
Schultz,
years.
stupid Ed Schultz last night was talking about, well, why were white people able to go right in and vote, and minorities had to stand online? You won. Shut it.
I have turned all of them off.
I haven't watched. I have not fucking
I
watched.
think we're going to watch the Moonshiners. Second season of the Moonshiners.
Oh my God.
Have you seen that?
Do you have to pick up? Is it a city law that you have to pick up your TV in a plastic bag when you're done watching it and put it in its proper receptacle and not?
What do you mean? What do
You
mean?
watch shit.
Oh, I know. I love it though. I watched a lot of good, real shit.
You watch the Moonshiners?
I really don't, but I saw the commercial and I'm like, you know what? I might have to watch this.
I hear it's all fake though, because like
course it
you
is.
can't.
Oh, really?
You're not allowed to do what they say they're doing.
Yeah, and then Nucky's trying to get the gas from Atlantic City up to New York.
Nucky,
But he
yes.
can't do
Yes,
it because Chip
no.
is blocking the roads and.
I worked for a tanker company. We offered to bring 3 tankers to New York, and they turned us away. There's a shortage of drivers. I'm a gas
there's
hauler.
not.
I got 12,000 gallons on, and you can't have any.
Bring it to my house.
I'm a tank driver. The terminals up here are out of gas because we are shipping it down to you. I saw military tankers headed toward Jersey. They're shipping the fuel from Ohio.
Well, whatever it
That
is,
should have been done already.
It's not enough, and it's not quick enough. The response was shit on this gas issue. Shit. When you're going 11 days in New York City and still huge gas lines, and he just enacts odd even, your response time stinks, and there should be a fucking investigation about what happened and who dropped the ball. And who had the balls across their fucking nose?
Yeah, we should run the marathon and show everybody that the city. That's what you're doing is you want to run the marathon so you can show everybody what their next mode of transportation is going to be. You fucking cocksucker.
We don't have water!
They don't have gasoline!
I hear he's had some good rants on the power issue. Is this a good commercial for the Moonshiners?
Just like a preview clip.
You want to see a preview clip?
Yes, please.